If you have questions about ham shack grounding, whether it's necessary or not, or what purposes does it serve, well, stick around. I'll answer some of these questions for you right here on K4SRF Ham Radio. The first type of grounding is your safety grounding, and this is for obvious reasons. It protects you from electrical shock. Should, let's say, your power supply or any other electrical device have a fault in it and the power actually touches a chassis somewhere, this saves you from getting an electrical shock. Now, each state or wherever you're at has their different electrical codes, so you may want to check with those electrical codes to see exactly what they need or what they recommend for grounding electrical equipment. The second factor to consider is lightning grounding. Now, this is usually done outside the shack itself and is done to protect your equipment from obviously lightning strikes. Now, granted, no shack or any house or any other piece of equipment is going to be completely protected against a direct lightning strike. If you do have a direct lightning strike, you're probably going to suffer some major problems. But the way that the lightning strike usually, the lightning protection usually works is there is a lightning arrestor that runs from the coax cable from your antenna coming into the shack. Now, this lightning arrestor should be mounted on the outside of your house, never on the inside of the house. Now, this lightning arrestor, they're designed to go ahead and take that electrical charge and short out themselves, preventing that current from entering the shack itself. The third factor to look at is the RF grounding. Now, the RF grounding helps reduce the RF noise you may be getting into your shack. If you live in a highly populated area with close neighbors, air conditioner units running high tension lines, nearby radio stations, stuff like that, you're not going to go ahead and eliminate all that RF noise. But RF grounding, the grounding will kind of help reduce the RF getting to your equipment itself and thus reduce some of the noise. So that's an important factor to look at. Again, minding you that just doing the RF grounding is not going to completely clear out all the RF noise that you get into your shack, but it will reduce a certain amount of it. Well, those are the three main factors for grounding your station. So let's go ahead and take a look at my station. I'll show you how I've got my station grounded. Again, it may not be perfect. It works for me. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below and I'll definitely consider them. So let's go ahead and take a walk through. This is a view of my radio shack. I've just done some really cosmetic work in here recently, painted the walls. So let me go ahead and show you how I've got this station grounded. Behind my desk I have this grounding block mounted to the desk itself, and my radios and other electronics are grounded directly to this grounding block via these copper straps that are plated right here. These are just plated straps, 1/2 inch, and they're bolted onto the block itself. It is then going out via a strap again out through the hole that I've got through the wall that I've got all my cables here. These cables kind of messed up here. I just kind of bunched them up so you can get a better look at the grounding block. Well, the strap goes outside and goes to a single grounding rod. All my jumper cables and my grounding strap come out via the exit hole here and goes through the wall into this panel. I can see this morning when I've opened it up that I've actually got a renter here. He decided he's going to take home or make his little box his home, but I guess it's okay. Anyway, the white cable you see coming out is a network cable. It goes to a router or switch that is up on the second floor of the house, and I've run it through. It provides network connectivity into this particular room here. Now, as you can see, all my coax cables are connected to this another grounding block here. The strap itself is connected
coming from the Radio Shack to the the strap and the black cover here. The grounding block is then attached to a 8-gauge copper wire, runs down, and it's kind of a mess down here, so, but it goes to this single, it's an 8-foot grounding cable. I was thinking about putting another grounding cable in it. What I might do is do that at a later time, but right now a single 8-foot grounding cable is sufficient. And that's basically how I've got my station grounded at this point.
So this is how I've grounded my ham Radio Shack, and including the grounding outside. Again, I'm probably going to put in another ground rod outside, but it's got to be, as a general rule goes, at least the length of one ground rod away from your first ground rod. So you've got to have at least that much distance in between. In my case, I've got to find a place 8 foot away where I can run copper wire plus put another rod in. Not hard, and I'll figure it out. I hope this information has been helpful to you. If you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. If you have any ideas how I might be able to improve my grounding system, please let me know. I'm open to suggestions. Also, if you've had any experience with your grounding system, has it reduced the RF frequency, have it saved your equipment from electrical strike? Give us your story. Put them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Well, this is Steve, Kilo 4 Sierra Romeo Foxtrot, and I do appreciate you watching. And if you haven't already considered subscribing, please do so. Click that bell and click that like button. Until next time, again, this is K4SRF, Steve 73. Have a good one.